Just record. Hi, Prashant. Hi, Sudhakar.
Hi,
Good morning, Kedar and team.
hi, Chiraji. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Guys, are you understanding? No, whatever is being taught, you are able to practice. Sajani, Prashant, are you able to understand, guys? Till dictionary, is there any doubt? Am I audible?
Yes, Kedar. Yes, Kedar.
Yeah. So, Sudhakar, Prashant, Sajani, like,
Yes, yes, Kedar. As of now, I have understood everything up to dictionary.
Mhm.
But max part, the differential you take, right? That one only some clarification. We'll check
Okay.
this class. I will get more ideas of it.
Hmm. Okay. Differentiation is what, like? Okay. So, suppose I'm starting this. Okay. Then we'll go for other topic. So let's assume your function is y equal to x to the power n, right? And here y equal to x to x, right? And here it is y equal to x to power 2, right? So if you know the general rule, right? See here y is a function of x, correct? If you change x, y will change, correct? So change in y, right? Change in y, you can write like that. With respect to x. So what I'm saying is, if y changes, if the value of y changes, sorry, the value of yx changes, y will also change, right? See here, when you are taking this function, right? If x is 1, right? So just put value of x equal to 1 here. So y will become 1. If x is becoming, if you're putting some value x, you can put any value of x. So right side variable is called as independent variable, right? Because you can take any value of x, right? But y not like that. Y depends on x. If x changes, y will change, right? Correct or not? Here, if you're taking x equal to 2, 2 you will put here. So it will become 2, right? So whenever, suppose here it is fine, right? But every time your function will not be like y equal to x, right? So in order to find the rate of change of y when x changes, you have to write dy by differentiation of y with respect to x, because left side it is y, right side x, so it will be dy by dx. So same thing will happen here in this, right? This is the rule, generic rule, right? So here if x is changing, y will change. So I have to write dy by dx. This is known as gradient, right? This is called gradient, or you can say dy by dx, or you can also say slope, right? So what will be the formula for this? X to power n formula is n into x to the power n minus 1. This is generic formula. Only this one we have to remember. then rest and all will be easy, right? Now let us do one by one. Suppose I am taking y equal to x, right? Y will to x square, right? Y equal to x cube, right? Then we have like y equal to x4, right? Y equal to x to the power 100. If you can solve these 5 problems, your single variable problem is done. Then we can apply chain rule, okay, for complex scenario. So now I need to find dy by dx of this, right? So what is the formula? Just remember the differentiation of x to power n is n into
X, n
x.
minus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
n into x to the power n minus 1. Right? So now they have not given power here, correct? What will come here? If nothing is there, there is no power. It means 1 is hidden, right? It is x is nothing but x and x to the power 1 is same. So we'll put the same thing in this formula, right? What is n here? N is 1. So this will become 1. Right? I'm using this formula. N is 1. Then copy x, right? And n minus 1. So n is 1. 1 minus 1. Just go one line further. 1 x to the power 1 minus 1 is 0. Right? We also know anything to the raised to power 0 is 1. Correct? X to power 0 is 1. So this became 1 into 1. So the answer is 1. Right? So what is the dy by dx of x? Y equal to x. Right? Dy by dx is equal to 1. Right? Clear up to here, Sudhakar? Or who was asking question?
Yeah.
Yes,
Good.
Kedar, yes. Kedar.
Okay. So now let's do this thing. Okay. Okay. You only tell me what will come as per this rule. So your n is 2. Correct? So 2 will come.
Yes, 2x power 2 minus 1.
2 minus 1.
Answer
It
is
means
2x.
2x. Right? So here dy by dx will be
3 x power 2 minus 1. 3x
3,
square.
3 minus 1, not 2. X is having 3, no?
Yes, yes, yes. 3 minus 1, 3x square answer.
3x square. So this one you understood, correct?
Yes, yes, Kedar. Yes.
So what will come here? Dy by dx will be first 100 will come.
100 minus 1, 99.
So this is okay. So single derivative you don't have any problem, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now I am writing chain rule. Suppose it is something like this. X plus 1, right? Correct. So what will be dy by dx here? This will be d of dx
Yes. Of
of x plus 1, right? Now it will work like a multiplication. So this will be d of x, right? By
yes.
dx. Then d of d by dx of 1. It is d by dx of x. We know what is the d by dx of, right?
Yes. One consonant is 0.
Yeah, 1, and this is constant.
Yes,
Right?
0. That one is 0.
So dy by dx of this equation is
1.
1. Right? Now let us increase the complexity here. Right? Second question. Y equal to x plus 1. I am just giving power here. Right? Correct? So here chain rule will apply. We can keep on differentiating until we reach the easier way. Okay. So dy by dx. So what I have to do? D by dx of x plus 1 to the power 2. Right? Now we have to take this as a together. Right? So this is something like this, correct? X. Right? Where I have taken x equal to x plus 1. This is just for your reference. I'm just giving. Right? So what will come here? Right? This will be 2x 2 minus 1. Right? 2. Now replace it. Right? This is 2x 2 x plus 1. Right? So now see, we differentiated the whole formula, right? But this term is also there, right? X plus 1, correct?
Yes, Kelder, yes.
Right?
2x plus 2.
So what will happen, right?
D by dx of x dot
Plus
d
1.
by dx d of 1 dot.
Yeah. So now we have to do 2 is 2 into, right? D by dx of x plus d by dx of 1. This is 2 d by dx of x.
So 1, that one is
1
plus 0.
plus 0. So it is 2. Let us do it without substituting, right? Because this substitution we can do in our brain only. Yeah. So what did we take? X plus 1 whole square, right? So simply you type, right? D by dx is equal to 2 into x plus 1, 2 minus 1. Okay. But this term is still needs a differentiation. Right? We did for outer term. Right? Inner term is still remaining. So this will do d by dx of x plus 1. Right? Now solve it. 2 x plus 1 into d by dx of x is 1 plus 0.
0.
Right? So it is 2x plus 1 into 1. So it is nothing but
2x plus 2.
2. Right? Here we did some, again we have not replaced. Okay. So this is the correct way of doing. Suppose here itself, right? Okay, this is one complex thing. I have y equal to x cube plus x plus 1 and 2, correct? Any type of equation can come when we are doing multiple regression, right? This this will go until term 100 also, 100 dimensional, 3 dimensional, n dimensional, right? So we have to be thorough with it. So what we will do, we'll consider this as a one term. Okay. So take d by dx. This is nothing but x to the power n. So you will type n into inside term is as it is, and 2 minus 1 is 1. Right? So outer portion is done. Right? Now we have to do this inner d by dx of x cube plus x plus 1. If you understand the rule, it is very simple. 2x cube plus, I'm just copying it. Then what I'm doing? D by dx of x cube, right? D by dx of x cube plus d by dx of x plus d by dx of 1. So this will be as it is. I'll write it later. Let us solve it. Here again it is in the power x3, right? So what it will come?
2x square, 3x square.
3x square plus d by dx of x. So 1 and d by dx of constant, that is 0. And you just copy this, right? And this is together, correct? So my equation is coming like this. Into 3x square plus 1. This is our answer. Any doubt?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, if you guys still have doubt, please let me know. Give
Yeah.
me a minute time. I will cover it is in separate class or separate one-on-one. Those who are having this please ping me. We can connect and do. Okay.
Okay, Veda. Thank you.
Okay. Give me a minute. I'm pulling my note. What has to be covered? Sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah. So if you have still doubt, we'll cover it because we have to know the dy by dx of some sine theta cos theta also. Okay. Those things I'll cover towards end of the session.
Hi, sir. Actually, where we will use this in real time?
Yeah. So there are algorithm. Uh, if you look at here,
Okay.
linear regression and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you create models, each and every model will have a gradient, right?
Yeah.
Dip. So it will say it's a most important concept in AI and machine learning because it helps model to learn from errors and improve their predictions. So without these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without it, like differentiation, model cannot predict the right value. Okay, because model learns based on pattern. Okay, only for model we are only giving input values. Okay, and we are not doing any programming and all. But how the model will know, right? So we need to tell our machine learning model that I am using these variables, okay, and if you're able to draw a straight line or something like, so that straight line should be best fit, right? So suppose
Okay.
I'm drawing a straight line like this. Here I am drawing how many hours student is, okay. In X direction, I'm drawing number of hours students studies, right? Study hours, right?
Okay.
So basically what happens, suppose if you are getting studying 1 hour, you might get 10% marks, right? In exam. 2 hours, then you will get 20% marks. I mean mark, your mark will be 20. If you are studying 3 hours, you might get 30, right? Likewise, the guy who is daily studying 9 hours, he will around get 80 to 90, right? 10 hours, 90. So I will give these values to model, right? Okay. And model has to, now model is checking, right? Okay. Mod for model, this is input value. I'm only giving input and output, right? Now model has to learn from this data. So in machine learning, we do not do explicit programming. Okay. We only give uh, what data structure to use and what data to use, right?
Okay.
So model will also behave like a human, right? What model does, right? Okay, here one 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour. Okay. Here model will draw. Okay, if he's learning, he's doing one, then 10 marks and 20 marks, 30 marks. Okay. Somewhere here 90 marks is there, right? So model will try to draw a graph based on this. Okay? So your graph will come here like something like that. If he is studying 1 hour, he is getting 10 marks. Okay? So like this, one value came. Right? For 2 hours, 20 is coming. Right? For 3 hours, 30 is coming. For 4 hours, 40 is coming. Right? But always will not be in a straight line. So model is telling, okay, these are my peak points. Right? And it will draw a graph. Right? Now you train your model into this data set. Right? Suppose now what model is doing, right? It is telling you it is linear data, right? 1 to 2. Suppose a person is studying 24 hours, right? So in this way, 24 hours means he will not score 240 marks, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? So model will start thinking as a human based on this differentiation, right? Using this differentiation, what we will do, right? We'll get the slope of here. Right? What is the slope of this straight line at this point? Slope at this point, slope of this point, right? So model will keep calculating the slope and moving up. Right? So always data won't be like this straight line. Suppose data is like this, right? So how model will behave, right? Suppose for 24 hours you are giving 240, right? Somewhere 24 hours and 240 will be far away, right? Correct. Suppose I have my model is predicting like this. For some value, for some value, my points are like this. Points are scattered here, right? then there is a possibility, right? We can draw another straight line. Suppose the points are this side also. So there will be multiple points, right? Because you will not work on these 10 data types, 10 data sets. There will be 1 billion of data, right? So model will keep drawing these lines, these lines, these lines, and finding the best fit. That is not the correct way, correct? Because it is doing trial and error. Right? So what basically happens is we have to calculate which straight line is proper. So which straight line is best fit. Model can draw multiple lines based on and say that, okay, this is my best fit line. But we need to tell, okay, if you're drawing a best fit line here, right? Suppose model says my points are like this. A lot of scattered points are there. Right? So model can draw here, right? One line. So you have to calculate, right? Suppose for one value, okay, these are the value, these are the things model has, these are the values I have given. Now I'm asking, right, for x equal to 10, what will be the marks? Suppose model says marks equal to 200. Okay? So 200 will be somewhere here, very far. So now you can see, right, these are your actual values, right? And the distance between these, right, it's so high. So you cannot draw a line from here. Right? Your best fit line will be here. Okay. And this value is called uh, outlier. So whatever model is predicting, right, that is wrong. Correct? If someone studies 10 hours and model is predicting that he will score 200 marks, that is very wrong because marks cannot increase 100. Right? So when you train your model in data types, okay, and you can calculate the gradient properly, dy by dx, right? So what will happen, right? With this data set, data set, model itself will generate a uh, straight line. So the equation of a straight line is y equal to mx plus c. Okay? And this one we have to calculate and give. Dy by dx will be this value. Okay? Suppose it is coming 0.5. So model will generate this kind of line. 0.5x plus c is something, c is the distance between 0 and where this line is cutting. Suppose it is 1 centimeter, right? Clear? So using dy by dx, we can find slope, and slope is used in constructing a straight line. And based on this straight line, x and y values will be plotted, and the best fit line will be drawn. Then whatever your model predicts, that will be uh, very precise. Okay? We learn this. My only purpose teaching this is to make you aware that what we were going to use, maybe not this week, maybe third week of this when you complete NumPy and Pandas, right? That time. So that time it will be very easy. So usage you are getting, right? In order to find the slope of straight line, we will use dy by dx.
Oh, got it. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. And without mathematics, we can only use models, whatever is created. We cannot create our model. See here, gradient, W nu. So these things, right, we will not be able to understand. Data science is very easy if you understand maths. And it's not PhD level maths, only whatever I'm teaching is small things are there. See, mean, median, mode, these things will come. Okay? So we'll cover everything. Yeah. Anyone has any doubt, guys? Why we are using dy by dx? Dy by
No.
dx is used to find the slope of the curve or graph or straight line. Right? Dy by dx is used to get or calculate, right, slope of the curve. So this curve can be anything like this. This can be a straight line which is increasing. This can be a decreasing also. Clear? All right, I'm taking it as clear and moving further. Okay.
Okay, Kedar.
So as I said, today we'll cover couple of important things. Okay, and one such thing is functions. So we already know printf, print is a function, sum and all, but the function I'm talking about user defined function. User defined functions. So far we have been using int x equal to 4 and printing something like that. Right? So what functions does? Okay? This is function size. So functions are nothing but a small code snippet, right? Which can be reused. Suppose I'm defining some value in, sorry, x equal to 10, y equal to 20, and z equal to x plus y, and printing it. Okay? Print z. So what it will do in Python? Okay? It will return 30. Right? So this can be done using Python very precisely, because again, if you want to add something, right, here, suppose you want to add 30 and 40, then you will be writing a equal to 30, b equal to 40, right? And c equal to a plus b, and then print c. Right? So this will give 70. So suppose you want to calculate something huge number of time, right? You can't keep on writing things. Right? So rather, what we will do, we'll club this logic into a function. Right? So for that, the syntax is you have to use a keyword def, and then function name, and you can pass argument here. So it is called parameter. Okay, then colon, you can just print x. Okay, so the tab space is there, and if you want to call this, what you have to do, you have to do function name, and pass some value. Suppose I'm passing 10. Right? So cursor will go here. Right? It will see the okay def. So it will not go inside. It will see where the usage is coming. Okay? From here, call will go here. Okay? it will show, okay, this guy is using function, which is a function name. Now the call will transfer here, right? Okay, and it will print X and come out. We'll see it. So first one is like write a function which will take two arguments and will return. So function can be written in two ways. Okay, I'll tell you. Def I am add. Add is my function. Okay, and X comma Y. Right? Colon. Then give tab space and write print X plus Y. Okay. So here function is not returning anything. Okay? You can return something from function. Def add X comma Y colon. Then you just write return A plus B. Okay? So here, if you want to call this function, how will you call? You will just call at the same level here. At the same level, you will add. You are calling add function. Sorry. So I'll be calling add method and passing 3 comma 4. So here it will return 7. It will print. Okay? But in order to call this method, okay, suppose if you are calling add 3 comma 4 at this level, right? It will return 7, but 7 will not get printed. Right? You have to write a print statement here. Okay? So here the function is not returning anything. Here the function is returning. Okay? Any doubt is there?
No, sir.
Okay. Let us do something. It will be more clear. So what I'm saying is like, okay, so I want to create a function. Okay? And whether function returns a value or not, we will not give a return type here. Okay? In Python. In Java and all, if function returns, we have to give int in front of function. Right? So the keyword is def, then function name, and give argument x comma y, then colon, return x plus y. And in order to call, you have to come out of function and then call. Right? So what I'm saying is, suppose I'm 3 comma 4 and compiling. So here it is giving 7, but it is best practices that you print it. Yeah. In some editor, it will not give. In VS Code on all, it will not print. So whenever function returns some value, we have to print it. Same thing I'll be writing without return. Print x plus y. Now you call add 3, 4. So Python is case sensitive. It is not. Now I want to create a function which will return or print multiplication. Right? So how will you do? Def any name multiply. Right? Give x comma y. Right? And return. You can either return or you can either print x star y. Then come out of def and call this multiply 10 star 10 comma 20. Run it. This is coming 200. So now one important thing. What is parameter and what is argument? Parameter and argument. So see here, the function is there. Okay? So add okay? Def x comma y. Okay? So parameters are always the values of x and y. Okay? So when you're declaring a function, okay? And whatever variables it takes as an takes, right? That is known as argument, not argument, parameter. Okay? So parameters are the named variables, okay, which are passed while declaring the method. These are named variables. While declaring the function. But argument is this one. Arguments are the when you're calling this method, right? When you're calling add method and whatever values 2 and 4 you are passing here, right? So these are known as arguments. These both are arguments. Okay? So what are arguments? Arguments are the values passed to the function. In interviews, it comes sometimes. Okay. So whenever you are declaring a function, okay, so the named variables are known as parameter, and we are calling the function. That time, whatever value you pass, okay, to the function is known as argument. Is there anyone has any value, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now in real world, what happens? Like so in real world, parameters or your functions will not be so simple. It will be very complex. Right? So what basically happens is your manager or lead, right? They will design the functions. Okay? Suppose someone has designed def, okay, is even. I'm giving an example. So it is taking an argument as num, right? And inside it is trying to calculate whether the number is even or not, right? So what logic will be written, right? If number is divisible by 2, right? Then return even. Okay. Else return odd. Right? Right? So I've written like this. Okay, this function is somewhere in your memory, in your file, right? And the function will not be very easy. I'm giving an example with easy one, but tomorrow, right, some new joinee came and he's trying to utilize this function. Right? So what he will do, he will use it like this. Calling, he's directly calling is even, right? And here is passing India. What will happen? Right? He'll get error, correct? Because India is not a number. India will be passed here. And the person who designed the code, right, he has not handled the exception cases properly. So you will get error here. Right? Let us see in code, and we'll also see how to tackle these kind of scenarios. Because we should not be writing functions only for the sake of function writing. Okay. So what I'm saying, I am creating a function each even and passing num. Right? And I'm also writing if num mod 2 is equal to 0, right? Then return even. Right? Okay. So strings are paired. Okay. Else return odd. So I have designed this code. Now it is somewhere else. Right? After suppose something else is written here, and some fresher came or some new engineer is trying to call this method. Okay? So he's trying to call this. Okay? Is even 2. So it is returning 2. But suppose right? We give something some other value. Suppose hello someone given. Right? See here, you will get, right, error. Not all arguments are converted during string formatting. So tell me now, this function is of no use. Since here it is only one parameter, right? We can debug it. But suppose the function has like hundreds of parameters, right? Because data science and ML models are very complex. Okay, you can pass so many arguments, so many things. And so what basically we have to do, we have to provide some documentation. Otherwise, we have to handle all each and every cases properly. Right? So since this is only for numbers or integer, right? So we can give here if type of num is equal to int, right? Then these things will come, right? Now if he calls this, he'll not get error. Let me run this. Okay, I'll delete these. But now also, what is happening? It is not printing even or odd because it did not go inside this, right? So if type of number is int, these things will happen, right? If type is something else, then what we have to do? You need to come out of this loop, right? And here for this if we have to write else. Right? You just type it is not integer. You can type anything. Okay, just compile it, run it. So when you're doing coding, we have to write something like this. Is it clear? Anyone has any doubt?
Clear.
Yeah. So for simple calculation, for simple display, things were good, right? But when we want to apply it for a wider audience and you're releasing it for everyone, you have to tackle these things. Okay. Is there anyone having doubts? Who are there in class? We have 12 people.
Okay, there. It's good.
Thanks, Krishna. Now we will see the types of arguments. This is very important, guys, because knowingly or unknowingly, you must be using all these things, okay? But not collected in a structured way, right? type of arguments. Yeah. First one is default argument. Default argument is nothing but it gives when you are giving default value to function parameters. Suppose you have written a small program, a small function. First understand diff, and we are calculating power. Power means 2 to the power 2 is 4, 2 to the power 3 is 8. So we need two values. Right? So one value is A, the another value is B. Okay? And here you are just returning on tab space, return A star star B. This is my function. Okay? Dep power. Now, if someone is trying to use this, oh, 1 minute, guys. Someone is calling this function. Okay? Power. Okay? And 2. Okay? What will happen? It will throw error. Correct? So what I'm saying is, suppose you have written a very big program, a very big function, right? I keep telling program, very big function which has hundreds of arguments, right? But the caller doesn't need all the arguments. Okay. So you have given a lot of parameters here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Okay. So they do different tasks. Right? But if someone is calling your program with power of 2, it won't work. Right? See, power of 2 comma 3 will give output. Right? It will give 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. But this will give error. But in good programming practice in Python or data science, right? What happens is like we have to design our uh, functions so that it will never throw any error. Okay? For that, we will use default arguments or default parameters. Default arguments only it is known as. So what happens is when you assign, when you declare method function, right? So in the same function, I'm going to do modification. Diff power A and B. Okay? Here I'll assign some value A equal to 1, B equal to 1. Right? So this becomes default. I'll tell you why default. Right? And it is returning A power b. Okay. Tomorrow, if I am calling it with power equal to 2, okay. So now this 2 will go to here, first parameter. What basically I am telling, okay, always assigning a with some value, some default value. That's the reason it is known as default. If user is, if the caller of is not giving the parameters, right? So here the second parameter is missing, right? So what will happen? A will have 2, and since second parameter is missing, and we have already told Python that if someone is not passing second parameter, right, take b as 1. So b will be taken as 1, right? And then it will be returning a star star b, means 2 star star 1. It is nothing but 2 to the power 1. So answer will be 1. Sorry, 2. Right? This is also possible. Right? So no one is someone is not giving anything. Right? So you have given everything as a default method. Correct? What will happen? So now nothing comes here. Right? From here, A will not receiving anything, B is not receiving anything. Right? So it will take default. In the function definition, in declaration, you have given A equal to 1, B equal to 2. So A will be taken as 1 and B will be taken as 1, and it will return A star star B, which is nothing but 1 star star 1, which is 1 to power 1, which 1. Right? So answer will be 1. Is it clear?
Yes.
So
Yes,
while
clear.
declaring the method, right, you assign some value to all the parameters. That is known as by default assignment. Okay. And if caller misses any of the parameters, then missing parameters will be taking the default value and calculation will be done so that there won't be any error. Okay. So let's assume I'm doing the same program, def power a comma b, which is returning a to power b. Okay. If I'm just running this power, with 2 comma 3 and run, it's giving me 8. But I'm calling the same power with nothing. So it won't work. It will say that missing 2 required positional arguments. 2 arguments are missing here. Right? Correct? Suppose I'm giving 1 argument. Okay. Now the error message will change. It will say missing 1 required positional argument because 1 I am giving. Right? Power function is missing 1 required positional argument. So what we have to do? We have to assign some value here. A equal to, so I'm giving 1. You can give any value. 2. Now this will work. So from 2 got 2 is passed, right? And assign in A, and B will take 2 because B is missing. So 2 to the power 2 will be 4. I'm not giving any parameter. So it will take a to the power 2. Answer will be 1. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I think default parameter is okay for you guys. Correct? Let us move on to positional parameter. We all know these things, but or you can say positional arguments. Let us have one consistent term. So one was default argument, positional argument. Second one is positional arguments. So my function was this, right? Power. We have defined like this: def power a comma b colon, and it is returning a power b. Okay? When I'm passing power, right, 2 comma 3, okay? So it is giving. So this is going. A will have the first parameter, and 3 will go to the second parameter. Okay? So the answer is 2 to the power 3. Why it is not 3 to the power 2? Because positional parameters, in the sense if there are two values a, b, and if you're giving, if you're calling with two parameters, right? The first will go to a and second one is go to b. This is positional argument. Okay? Means the way you have written, in the similar way you are using it. Okay? So getting right, the the sequence in which you have written, you are giving the in the same sequence, the inputs are coming from function. Okay? So this is in general we usually keep writing this, okay? Positional argument, because in interview questions come, so it is required to know, and most of the questions come from dictionary and functions only. Yeah.
Here the B value is 3, right?
Yeah. Here it is 3. What I'm saying is, suppose I'm giving 2 2, so A will go to 2, A will receive
Okay.
2, B will receive 3. 2.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Either
Hmm.
in the last type of arguments, right? If I don't give the B value and I'll give A value, it will take. But I didn't give the A value and give the B value, how it will take? How I have to give power of dash comma 4.
Say, Uma, what you want?
Last program we did, right? If we don't pass the argument from the default, it will take, right?
Yeah.
If I don't give B value, it is taking. If I don't give A value, how it will take?
No. So that
Give.
you can't. Okay, you're telling like this, right?
Uh,
Power I will not give like this. You're telling.
yeah, this it is
Uh,
not
it
how
will
I make the
it will throw error,
program.
invalid syntax. You can't do that. So whatever value you will give, that will go to the first argument only.
Okay, understood.
I can use default parameters, right?
Yeah, it will use default, but comma will not work. It requires some value. Comma, you are telling that I have two
Okay.
parameter and one is null, right? Which is not syntactically correct. Invalid syntax. You can give 0 here.
But if I do 0, it will not go to default value, right? If you take 0,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Whatever you see, precedence is always whatever you are uh, providing. You are providing 0 and 4, so it will ignore default value. Default value will only be taken when your calling method is missing that value. Okay.
Okay. So only for the first argument or for the last argument, I can use the default option here.
Yeah, only for the first argument you can use.
Last argument.
Yeah. So you can use for everything, or you can use for first. Suppose you have given 3, right? Let's do that also. Suppose I'm writing a function def is equal to sum. I have given A, B, C, right? And this will return A plus B plus C, right? Clear? Now give everything as 1. Let us do one by one. Okay? So sum without argument. Okay? So all 3 are missing, right? So A will get 1, B will get 1, and C will get 1 from default.
You need to give bracket for return.
No, 1 minute. Yeah, I didn't compile it, I think. Bracket is not needed. You have to compile. That code was not compiled. Got it? I wrote it, I did not compile here. So here A, B, C all are missing. So by default values are assigned to A, B, and C. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 is printing. Suppose I am giving one value. Sum, I'm giving 1 is assigned, right? I'm giving 2. Right? So ideally what will happen? This will go to first argument. This 2 will go to A, and it will, and B and C are missing, right? So it will be 2 plus 1 plus 1. 4 should be coming, which is correct. Now, Uma, coming to your question, right? Now we can pass 2 argument, I think. Okay. 2, 3. Third one is missing. So 2, 3, 5 plus 1, 6 should be coming. Here you cannot pass first argument as blank. Okay? That is a syntax error. Clear? Invalid syntax.
Oh, yes.
So you can pass 0, 1, 2, or 3, but you should not pass 2. That this is also incorrect. Oh, it works. Yeah. So 2 will go to first, right? It is same. Only this one will not work. Okay. This will not work. Comma and 9 will not work. This is invalid syntax. 9 will work. It will be 11. 9 plus 1 plus 1. 9 is going here. And 9 comma 1 will also work. 9 comma nothing will work. Anyone has any doubt?
Okay.
Yes. So thank you.
So now third one is keyword argument. Okay? So I'll show one example, then it will be clear. Decision tree classifier. From a scalar. Some method is there. So this is a library we will be using for our implementation. Right? Let me know, you can see it. So they have written this function, decision tree classifier, okay? And it takes a lot of parameters, criteria, splitter, max depth, min. Right? So now while getting right, it has like 10 or 20 parameters right now. Okay? But when you will be using it, right? See here, everywhere they have given the default value, correct? Max depth none, mean sample. So if something you are missing, right, it will assign by default. Okay? So the reason to present this method or function is we should know, like whenever we are writing some method or function, right, we have to give some value. Okay? Those things we learned, right? But also there will be chances, right? No one is going to remember in what order it is coming. What I'm saying is, suppose you are writing def add x comma y comma z, right? So here it is fine. Return x plus y plus z. I'm calling them. Right? Why did I select this keyword search? All right. So suppose I'm giving x equal to 4, 5, right? Z equal to 3 and y equal to 6. Will it work? 14. So you can run like this also. Okay? Order doesn't matter. In whatever order it is written, it doesn't matter. Okay? Keyword argument is, okay, so order does not matter while calling method. Okay? While calling method. I'm just explaining just so my method is, my function is def add x comma y comma z, okay? And I returned x plus y plus z. Okay? While you are calling, right? Suppose you're calling add method. You can write here z equal to 1, x equal to 2, y equal to 3. In any order you can shuffle. There will be 2 to power 3, 8 combinations. Okay? And all 8 will give same value. Okay? So what happens? From here z will go to z only. So here 1 will go to z. Okay? From 2 will go to x. Okay? And 3 will go to y. Okay? So this will give you answer as 2 plus 3 plus x plus y plus z. 6. Same thing will be coming even though you're writing y equal to 3, x equal to 2, z equal to 1. Okay? Again from here 2 will go to x, 3 will go to y. Okay? So in whatever order you are calling the method, right? Always the variable, right, which is mentioned here and which is matching here, those values will be mapped. Okay? And the result will be same. Because see this method, right? This is so big and we can't remember the order. Right? So it is perfectly fine if you are writing splitter first or min sample last in any order. Okay, Python will not throw any error, but in Java and all, order maintenance was there. Okay? This is known as keyword argument. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So I'm just giving. I'm putting X letter, Z, Y, and X. No need of having the same order. Just do it. You will get the same answer. Okay? Now going to very important topic. Maybe you can spend more time here. This is a sure short question for any interviews. Either they will ask program or we will ask the concept. Very important interview question. Yeah. And during coding also you'll be using it many number of times. Okay. Suppose you are writing, yeah, a function. hmm, Def, and the function name is multiply. hmm, And you have written a comma b. Okay. Now our simple task is return the multiplication of two numbers. Tomorrow your lead is coming and telling that, hey Prabhu or Muttu or whoever, right? Modify this function to accept three variables. Right? So you will go and add one more here, right? And pass it from here. Right? Some manager comes and says, no, this function should accept 4 parameters or 8 parameters, right? So they are telling that, okay, modify this to accept four parameter, right? So you will go and add here, right? Now your architect is coming and telling that, uh, let us have a multiply method, right? Which will have any number of arguments, right? Any number, matlab infinite number of arguments. How will you do it? So for that, Python has one way of doing, which is known as getting the problem statement, right? See, for finite number of terms, we can suppose A, B, C, D, E, F, G, S, 4 or 5 parameters you can manage by hard coding, right? But if you say that, okay, let us generalize this multiply method, it can accept any number of arguments, right? So suppose 100 arguments, 100 arguments are coming, it should multiply, right? So for that, we have an efficient way of doing via star args. It is known as asterisk args. We'll discuss now what is asterisk args. So asterisk args you'll be writing like this. The same method, right? Def multiply your function name. Here you're writing star args. Okay. Now you have to return something. Okay. Now you cannot return star args. So for that we have two logics here. Okay. First, let us do the program, then we'll understand what is happening. Okay. So here you want to return something. So you'll be returning product. Because here lot of values are coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 1,000 values are there. Okay. So then we have to do a manipulation here. Okay. Writing it here. Okay. Then go and keep adding. Take a method product. Take a variable product equal to 1. Okay. Because we cannot take product equal to 0. Whenever you multiply with 0, everything will become 0. So we have to have a product which initial value is 1. Okay. Then run a for loop for I in args. So whatever value you have provided, right? Uh, Here, whatever parameters are coming, right? They will be in the term of tuple. I'll show you. Okay. Just remember now. So args will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the form of tuple. Okay. Now you know for I in args until here. Now we know for loops, correct? Just I will do product equal to again a tab here. Product equal to product multiplied by I. Okay. And then return product. Okay. And whenever you're calling this multiply, you'll be calling from here. Just give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 9 values you're giving. Okay. So all these 9 values will come here. Okay. in the form of tuples. So args will have it. Now you are running a for loop on args. So args is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because I am passing 9 values. Right? Now 1 will go to I, right? And product will be product into I. The first product will become product is having 1. Product is already having 1. Right? And then in I also you are getting 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. So now see initial product was 1. Now also product is 1. When I is having 2, right? Product will have what? Product into I. Right? So now product is not having I is not having 1. Now this will change. So product has 1. So 1 will come here into I is having 2. So 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So product will be updated to 2 now. Right? Then 3 will come here and will get assigned to I. Right? Now product is having 2 into I is having 3. Right? So this is 6. Now 6 will get assigned here. Right? This way all the values will be assigned and final answer will be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 7 into 8 into 9. Right? That will be your final answer. Right? So what did we learn? Right? Using star arcs. Right? Using star arcs, right? We can pass infinite number of values, right? And call a function. So you can write a generic, very generic method which can accept any number of values. Yeah. Any doubt, guys? So what star arcs does? Right? It allows you to create a function, right? It allows you create a function which can accept any number of arguments. Okay. And these arguments will be non-keyword. We'll see. Is there anyone who did not understand? Just let me know.
Kedar, is there anything like only we have to can pass integer, float,
No, you can pass anything,
anything?
anything. Okay. But we'll see. If you're passing integer, if some special values are coming, right? So those things we'll see. But as of now, star arcs, is there
Yes, I
any doubt?
understood. Yeah.
Okay. So very important thing is like it accepts the values in form of tuple. Okay. That's the reason it is able to assign those tuples into variable I. And once you do the program, it will be very clear. So what I'm going to do is star args. Star args. We are covering this. So pretty simple. Okay? Initially, it will feel that I'm learning so much, but so far we didn't learn much. Okay? Def, you can give anything. Multiply. Here, star arcs. And also this star arcs is just for symbol. You can have star A also. Okay? Star A, star B, anything you can do. But since this is a convention, we are using it. Okay? So product equal to, I'm giving 1. Okay? And we'll run a for loop. For I in arcs. Product equal to product star I. Return product, compile, it's fine. Now I will give, sorry, we need to call the method function, right? I'm calling the function. First we'll call with a smaller value, 1, 2. So run it, giving 1 into 2. Okay? Now I'm going to add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? It is able to do it. It's very important you understand it and we practice. Okay? Star arcs is clear. Suppose you want your function to accept any number of values, right? 10, 10 values, 100 values, 200 values. You can't keep on hard coding the function. Okay? You will use star arcs or asterisk A, whatever. Okay? You can change this value. You can write maybe Kedar also. It's fine. There won't be any problem. Clear. But it is a convention that we use arcs so that all the coders will understand it. Yeah. So moving on, guys. If you have any doubt, ping me. Now the second thing is asterisk asterisk keyword key kw args, all small. You can also write steric x or steric kedar, whatever. KW stands for keywords. Uh, Keywords means what? The data will be in the form of dictionary. Right? See, star args was accepting values in terms of tuples. Right? So keyword args accept values in terms of in form of dictionary. Okay. Okay. Here we did not return that. Let's do that. You're returning this, right? And maybe here we can print args. What will happen here? Wallet. Correct, right? It is getting these values. No. So what star args is printing? What args is getting? Args is getting the numbers which you have passed in the form of tuple. Here, star args. Any doubt, guys? So for keyword args, okay, the good example will be, let's assume I want to write a method, write a function, not method. I keep telling method because of Java. Def display, right? I'm writing a display method, and giving asterisk keyword args. All is small. Args. Okay. Now you will be passing some value to display. So display method, this keyword args is only for it allows us to pass any number of keyword arguments, right? You can pass any number of keyword arguments. Keywords means key value pair. Okay. So definitely we have to pass dictionary here. Suppose I'm writing here, right? Display I'm calling. I want to print country and their capital. Right? So India, Delhi. This is my one keyword. This is key and word, not dictionary, keyword. Okay. Then Nepal and the name is Kathmandu. Okay. You can write any number of one. I'm trying with two. Okay. Right. So here the definition of function will start here. So you'll write for this is key and this will be taken as value. You can write key comma value in the name of this keyword args dot. So if this is treated as a dictionary, right? How will we get all the items from here? Key and value. Anyone? Suppose you want to print key of a dictionary, you will be writing keys method, right? If you want to print all the values, you will be writing values. Right? If you want to print or like pull all the key and values, which methods we have to use?
Item method. Items.
Items method. Items. So we will be writing here items. Right? So for key value, you can write any variable here. Right? So basically, all these things will be passing to keyword arguments in the form of dictionary. This will be in the form of dictionary. So whatever values are there in keyword args, they will be in the form of dictionary. Right? So in order to extract key and value from a dictionary, we use this logic for key comma value in dictionary name dot items. Right? So dictionary name is something here, variable name, keyword kwargs, right? Dot items. Then we will be printing key and value. Print key comma value. Any doubt?
Okay, then now the for loop.
Mhm.
In the for we have key and value, right? This will
Mhm.
act as a tuple or
No, this will act as a dictionary only.
dictionary only. Okay.
Because kwargs are having dictionary, right? So from here, first entry will come first time. First time India and Delhi will come here. India
Okay.
will assign to key and Delhi will be assigned to value. Then second iteration, Nepal and Kathmandu will be assigned in key value. If you have another country and uh, capital, that will get assigned here. Okay?
Okay, got it. Yeah. Fine.
These are very important topics. We have to master these things. At least function classes, oops concept. So starting today, all these classes, right, are little complex, but with continuous practice and hard work, we'll be able to complete. Hmm? Some writing def, display, two asterisks, and KW keyword arcs. So here all the entries will come as a I'll be passing this method. So first let us write what we will be passing. So I'm passing India and Delhi. Second team I'm passing Nepal. Kathmandu. Then Sri Lanka. Let us have two, three. Okay. So these things will come here and get assigned to keywords. Right? Now kwargs is getting all these values in terms of key value pair, means in the form of dictionary it will come here. So I have to now write for key comma value. In, this is the syntax of in. kwargs, you just copy this dot items. Print key call value. Compile it. Now run it. Getting it? India, Delhi, Nepal, Kathmandu, things are coming. Okay. We can also check the type of kwargs. Print type of kwargs. Compile it, then run. See here. So kwargs is getting whatever values you supplied in keywords, right? It is getting a dictionary class from here, not tuple. Clear? Any doubt?
No, okay.
Okay. So now comes like, what is the difference between we studied two topics, right? Difference between asterisk args and asterisk kwargs. What? So whatever we learned, right, from there only. So it stores positional arguments, correct? Means it will store values in this form, consecutive sequence, right? Kwargs stores what? It stores values in keyword arguments, right? So it stores keyword
Dictionary.
arguments. Star args return, it returns tuple. Kwargs returns dictionary. The third one is it uses single asterisk, it uses double asterisk. That's it. Uses single asterisk, it uses double asterisk. Right? You can give any value. Right? Star A is also fine. Here star A will you have to write. Okay? I hope things are clear, guys.
Yes, Kedar.
Okay. Let us do some hands-on in this. So suppose I want you to, okay, you guys just tell me. Def add star args. Okay. I will print args. And I will just print. I'm not doing. Suppose I want to print some of the numbers. Product we did. Somehow will we do? Because in next line I'll be passing like this. Add ten, 20, 30, something. I'm passing like this. Yeah. Can someone tell me the logic? So that our practice will be correct.
Sum it to 0.
Okay, so I'm taking one sum equal to 0.
5. For I in args, sum equal to sum plus I. Return sum. Return sum.
Yeah. Just compile and run it. Clear? You can do for difference also.
Yes, Kedar.
Yeah. Change sum as difference and difference equal to difference minus 1 I, and you can return difference, that variable. So you can do lot of things using these. Okay. Okay. Now, it's a very famous question. Count the number of arguments. How will you count without using type? Suppose how many arguments are here, right? How will you count? Count the number of arguments using asterisk args. This is a question. Okay. So first I have to create a count method. Count. I'm writing this method, and this will take star args. Okay. So what is my goal? My goal is to print. Suppose this is my function, right? My goal is to print how much value I'm passing, it should print the count of that. 10 values, right? So count should be 10. Can you just help me, guys?
Look, we can declare a variable and increment that value inside the for loop.
So count equal to 0 first. Right? For I in args, count equal to count plus I. And then print. So pretty much this kind of coding you will be doing in data science also.
So if we take I, it will print the sum only, right? All the variables, we need to find the arguments, right? Then we need to give count plus 1.
I'm just doing, yeah. Yes, tell me.
No,
This
I'm
was,
saying we need to give count plus 1 instead of I.
yes.
Count. And now we have to return something.
Yeah, return count.
Right? So each time count is increasing by 1. Okay. Clear? Is there someone who still wants an explanation? You guys understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll stop here. We'll do one question for you guys. Then tomorrow we'll continue. There are a lot of things to do here. We have global, local variables. Then maybe I'll tell you something for. Did we cover operators so far? No, right?
No, okay, sir.
Okay. So we'll complete this. There are special operators. I think plus, minus, asterisk. We all know all these things. So no need to do. If you want something special, so there are logical operators. One logical operator is AND. Second one is OR. And third one is NOT. AND is denoted by double ampersand. OR is denoted by double pipe. And NOT is denoted by this one. Okay. So we'll do AND first. Okay. We are doing AND first. So since this is an operator, right? So there will be two operands here. A and B. Okay? So in any programming language or in any logical gate, okay, how it works is, if suppose this is an expression, right? You're writing 5 is greater than 3 and 6 is greater than 2. I'm just giving one example. Okay? So this is true. 5 is greater than 3, right? True. 6 is greater than 2. True. Right? So the result will be true. So if the value of A is true and second operand is also true, right, then AND will return true. What basically I'm telling is, suppose if you return here 5, 3 is greater than 5, right, and 6 is greater than 2, 3 is greater than 5. No, this is false. 6 is greater than 2, true. Right? So when true, how it works is if both the operator, right, if both the operands are true, then only you will get true. If anyone is false, right? So see here, it is false. Right? So cursor will go here, will check whether this is true or not. If it is false, right, it will not go here, okay? And it will give you output as false. So in order for AND to work, right, both the operands should be returning true value. Okay? If anything is false, you will get a false result. So for that, I will explain using truth table. Okay. So I'm writing here. This variable A means operand A. This is operand B. I'm calling this as A. This as B. So A and B. And it is a truth table of AND. So this will give output. Okay. You can also say output. So what values A and B can take? Either they will be 0 or 1. Either both can be true. This can be true, this can be false. This can be false, this can be true, or both can be false. Only this much is possible. Right? So the simple logic is if operand A is true and B is true, then only AND works. Okay? Then only you will true. In rest places you will get false. Because in binary system also, if you write AB, what we can write? Right? You can write 0, 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Correct? So 0, 0 is coming here. 0, 1 is coming here. 1, 0 is coming here. Okay? And 1, 1 is coming here. Okay? If you want to write in 0 and 1 term, we can do like this. Two variables are there. So two variables can store up to 3 only. Okay? One will be 0, 1, 2, 3. The binary of 0 is 0, 0. Okay? 1 is 0, 1. It is 1, 0, 1, 1. Right? So what I said, if both are true, then return true. Both are true, then return true. Where both are true? Anyone is false, then false. Anyone is false, false. This is false. Both are true, then return 1. So either you understand with this truth table or you understand with this truth table. Both are fine. If both returns true, then only AND will return true. Any doubt?
Okay, the
No others like I'm taking you to college days, guys. So,
yes, school days.
yeah, it's school days.
Yeah.
Second one is OR. or is denoted by double pipe, right? Suppose A or B is written, right? Or we have also written 3 is greater than 5, or 3 is less than 5, right? This is true. This is false, right? This is true, right? So OR works, right? If any operand is true. Then you will get a true. Okay. I'll just explain with the truth table, right? So take A, B, and this is OR. What will come? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. Right? 0, 0, nothing is true, right? So it is 0. If any is true, any means see here, 1 is true, 0, 1. So it is okay. OR means you can say that it is A plus B, right? And AND means it is A into B. So 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1. Correct? Here it is addition. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is also 1. Okay? Clear? So third one is not. Not means negation. You can also say it is denoted by this. This is right? Negation. Okay? Suppose A equal to 4. So not A. This is true, right? Not A will be false. This here the truth table will be only one variable will come here. So either 0 or 1 will be there. If A is 0, then not of A, right? Will be 1. 1. Not of 1 is 0. Right? This is your output. Okay. See that what I'm telling is like first we'll do AND. If 3 or if 5 is greater than 3 and 6 is greater than 2. Okay? Both are true. Then print inside AND else not AND. See here it is true and true. So both should be true, then only it will be true. Inside AND will come. Okay? Invalid syntax. Oh. I'll teach this tomorrow, guys. I think it was bitwise, right? Single ampersand bitwise. Okay, fine. But logic and it will not change. This symbol and all, I'll take it tomorrow. I thought I'll cover it quickly, but logic is correct. So in Python, double ampersand is not allowed. Okay. So we'll modify this tomorrow. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Kedar.
Okay, Kedar.
So we'll regroup tomorrow and see like how we can cover. But if you have any doubt in functions, those types of functions and star args, KW args, right? So please practice it. I'll give that recording today itself. These are little advanced terms and very easy to like, get diluted, guys. Okay? So you just practice or just take the notes from the recordings. I think you will understand each and everything. Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kedar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kedar.
Thank you.
Bye.